Hi everyone, today I will be sharing with you my most honest review on Hillock Green. Hillock Green? Cannot buy one lah, too many down there already. This is by which developer? Can trust one or not? Yes, perhaps one of the biggest questions everyone have right now. Is there going to be an oversupply in Lentor area? Before I continue, if you like my content, do click on the like, share and subscribe button below. With the successful launches of Lentor Modern in September last year, followed by Lentor Hills Residences in July this year, and currently we are launching Hillock Green. Early next year, we will be expecting Lentoria and Lentor Mansion, and towards the end of the year, we will be expecting another one from Lentor Central. That's a total of 2,952 units in a short span of 2 years. There's another one at Lentor Gardens which will likely be coming up since it's already on the reserve list. And thereafter we have a few more residential plots, but for these plots we do not know when. It could also be many years later. Now, let's take a look whether there's going to be an oversupply or will the demand in Lentor area more than match up to this supply. Actually, I really do not know where is the oversupply. Take a look at Pasir Ris Grove area. We have Livia, MV Residences, The Palette, Dines and Coco Palms, making up a total of 4,114 units in a short span of 5 years. Take a look at Livia. We have buyers making 800 over 1,000, 700 over 1,000 profit. Next, let's take a look at MV Residences. We were very active during the launch, and we ourselves actually bought a 2-bedroom at 6xxk and then sold it 2 years later at 8xxk to buy another property for our own stay. And after paying the SSD and all other expenses, we still make a good decent profit. But guess what? So many of our clients back then told us that they think there's going to be an oversupply in this area, and see what they just missed. 500 over, 400 over 1,000 of profit that they could have made. Then we have The Palette, Dines and Coco Palms, all making the same profit. And similarly, we have so many clients who didn't take action and miss all these opportunities because they think there's going to be an oversupply. Let's take a look at Queenstown area. We have Commonwealth Towers, Queen's Peak, Margaretville, Sterling Residences. These 4 developments made up a total of 3,113 units in the short span of 4 years. Not to forget the competition over at Royal MRT, whereby we have Echelon, Alex Residences, Ultra and Principal Garden. All these developments were also built and launched about that same few years. And once again, we received so many feedback during the launch of Sterling Residences that they think it's going to be too competitive in this area. See what they just missed. I tell you, there's so many clusters that we can go on and on whole day, example after example. How about this? 2,952 units over 6 plots in Lentor area, you say too competitive? What about 2,203 units in just one single launch at Treasure at Tampines? This one even more people say oversupply. See what they just missed. So in conclusion, if you ask me should we expect an oversupply in Lentor area, I would say no. The demand should more than match up the supply in this area. Let's dive deep into the demand forecast. Perhaps the main reason why Treasure at Tampines can profit so much is also due to its large number of potential upgraders down there. Let's take a look at Lentor area. We have Lentor over here, and I would say these are all your most potential resale buyers. Nearly 300,000 HDB households from Ang Mo Kio, Sengkang, Yishun Estate. And these are all the condos in this area that are 10 years old or below, when most of these condos in Lentor TOP. Not many options if you ask me, and if we were to look into the attributes and amenities, I must say Lentor certainly looks like an outstanding option for these upgraders. And if we only look at developments 5 years old and below, it becomes even more obvious why Lentor will be very popular among upgraders in the future. Now, let's dive deep into the rental demand. It's important to look at rental demand because this determines how motivated sellers will be to sell. If the rental is good, the sellers will tend to hold on to their target price. Worst come, they can opt to rent out instead. And for this, let's take a look at Thomson East Coast Line. If you study Thomson East Coast Line, you will realize that this is the only other line that goes to Orchard. And we all know Orchard will always be Singapore's #1 shopping belt. And out of the 20 current operation stations, 11 of them are actually within the prime central area, and majority of them actually serve a huge workforce. And we all know prime central areas certainly command higher monthly rental, and with most leases being personal lease these days, we see a lot more aspects actually opt for cheaper alternatives. And by next year, Thomson East Coast Line Stage 4 will be completed. Even then, East Coast area monthly rental is very similar to the ones over at River Valley. Even if we go all the way to the end here, there's no condo around these two Stage 5 stations. Bayshore has nothing now, and over at Sikla, Seaside Residences is also pretty high with 3-bedroom commanding around $7,500 per month. Bayshore will offer 7,000 HDBs and 3,000 private new homes in the future, but we can be very sure rental will be very high over there as well. What about these stations? Mount Pleasant, Caldecott and Bright Hill has little amenities now. Upper Thomson actually has a lot of amenities. You have Thomson Plaza and all the shophouses there, but you only have one Thomson tree that is new and close enough. Mayflower Station has a lot of amenities nearby, but it's all the heartland coffee shop amenities. The only new condo coming up over there is Ardmore Residences. So from here, I believe Lentor will be the next heaven for tenants. Near MRT, new mall, new park, new private estate, short ride to all their offices, and yet they can save few $1,000s every month and then go to Bali and Phuket for their holiday. You say lah, if you are a tenant, where will you pick? So I think the reason why people should go into Lentor area is very clear. Then should you go for the balanced units in Lentor Modern or Lentor Hills Residences, wait for Lentora or Lentor Mansion, or just go for the upcoming launch at Hillock Green? Let's take a look. Prices across these few developments are expected to be the same unless market presents an opportunity for developer to price higher. Oh yeah, you all know even though you see 985 PSF and 982 PSF here, which is significantly lower, the break-even prices for all these 4 plots are actually more or less the same. Let me quickly cover this. So first, we have harmonization of definition of accountable floor area, which means 7% less efficient, indirectly meaning 7% higher land cost for developers. Second, this year's Valentine's Day present to all of us, especially to developers, will be the revision of buyer stamp duty, and if you weigh this into the land cost, that's another 2% for developers. The third factor is construction cost, which face another 8% increment this year. Similarly, if you put this weightage onto the land cost, it indirectly means another 3.5 to 4% increment. So all in all, if you factor in another 13% onto the land cost from these 3 factors, you will see the land cost is now all about the same. One thing you notice about Lentor area is that government choose to release the best plot first. Lentor Modern, Lentor Hills Residences and Hillock Green are the closest to Lentor MRT. Well, I'm sure both Lentora and Lentor Mansion will be 2 very attractive launches when they launch next year. But if you can buy significantly closer to Lentor MRT, why wait? If you really like the ultimate convenience of an integrated development, you can still go for Lentor Modern. We still have some good 3-bedrooms starting from 2.1 over million. And there are some really attractively priced units over at Lentor Hills Residences with good choice units options for the 3 and 4 bedrooms units, starting from just 1,904 per square feet. And of course, if you are looking for the smaller 1 and 2 bedroom units, leveraging on the increasing trend of smaller household, Hillock Green has the most attractive options. Likewise for the 3 and 4 bedroom units. In short, you get to enjoy 100 over to 200 over thousand of savings if you manage to secure an affordable unit over at Hillock Green. We are coming to the end of this review, but not yet. Stay with me, just last few points. Okay, you see, both layouts and choice of finishings are both excellent in my opinion. Very easy to mix and match your furniture upon TOP. Oh yeah, don't think you need to be concerned about the developers. Hillock Green is jointly developed by 4C Holdings, United Engineers Limited, which is a subsidiary company of the established developer Yenlot, and Soil Build Group, which already has a huge presence and good track record in Singapore. If I'm not wrong, Hillock Green is led by 4C Holdings, so I went to check on them. They do have quite a number of major developments which are in fact landmarks themselves. This actually reminds me of Sterling Residences, which was the developer's Logan's first development in Singapore. It went on to win many property awards, and of course, people who have bought Sterling residences during the launch have either cashed out their huge profit or enjoying staying there while sitting on a huge paper gain. That's all I have for you in this review. I hope you like the content. Do remember to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more great content. And of course, if you like to view any developments in Lentor area or have a no obligation consultation with us, feel free to drop us a text or give us a call. Our number is right here and we look forward to seeing you again.